Today I'm going to talk about the wind power. It's not the topic that teachers teach us in the class. It's a conversation which I have with my classmates last week. I thought it might be a little more interesting, so I do some research on the internet and look for some informations. People have used wind energy for thousands of years. The first one of wind power is for irrigation and sea salt production. Wind was the nature power which people used on the working machine instead of the power of humans and animals. This can improve the productivity. Airborne wind turbine. An airborne wind turbine is a design concept for a wind turbine with a rotor supported in the air without a tower, thus benefiting from the higher velocity and persistence of wind at high altitudes, avoiding the expense of tower construction. An electrical generator may be on the ground or airborne. Challenges include safely maintaining turbines hundreds of meters off the ground in high winds and storms, transferring the power back to Earth, and interference with aviation. Airborne wind turbines may operate in low or high altitudes. The higher called high altitude wind power, the lower called crosswind kite power. When the generator is aloft, then a conductive tether would be used to transmit energy to the ground or beamed to receivers by using microwave or laser. Bad weather such as lightning or thunderstorms could temporarily suspend use of the machines, probably requiring them to be brought back down to the ground and covered. There are many types of system design. Brian Roberts, a professor of engineering at the University of Technology in Sydney, Australia, has proposed a helicopter-like craft which flies to 15,000 feet upon sea level and stays there, held aloft by wings that generate lift from the wind, and held in place by a cable to ground. According to its designers, while some of the energy in the wind would be lost on lift, the constant winds would allow it to generate constant electricity. Since the winds usually blow horizontally, the turbines would be at an angle from the horizontal, catching winds while still generating lift. Deployment could be done by feeding electricity to the turbines, which would turn them into electric motors, lifting the structure into the sky. A team from the United States have developed a smaller scale with an estimated output of about 1,000 watts. It used a kite-boarding kite to induce a rocking motion in a pivoting beam, called Kaizen. The Kaizen uses a prototype vertical axis wind turbine. It is an innovative plan that consists of one wind farm with a vertical span axis, and employs kites to exploit high-altitude winds. The kite wind generator, or Kaizen, is claimed to eliminate all the static and dynamic problems that prevent increase of the power obtainable from the traditional horizontal axis wind turbine generators. Generating equipment would remain on the ground, and only the airfoils are supported by the wind. Such a wind power plant would be capable of producing the energy equivalent to a nuclear plant, while using an area of few square kilometers without occupying it exclusively. This kind of power generator will improve day by day, and I believe it will be more green and less pollute to our Mother Earth.